Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 27th of July. The session will be very interesting and important, so do pay attention till the end. So let's start. First we are discussing about Heli Summit, and the question asked here is that who has inaugurated Heli Summit 2023? So tell me, this Heli Summit, who inaugurated it? It was inaugurated by Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, right? He is our Union Minister of Civil Aviation and Steel. He inaugurated the 5th Heli Summit. And what is this Heli? What does this Heli stands for? It is your 5th helicopter and small aircraft summit. Correct? I repeat, 5th helicopter and small aircraft summit, that is Heli Summit. Where was this inaugurated? Location is also important. It is in Khajuraho, Madhya Pradesh. Right? Then during this Heli Summit only, remember, a regional connectivity scheme by the name Udan 5.2 was launched, right? As well as Heli Seva app was also launched. So two things you need to remember that was launched here: a regional connectivity scheme, that is Udan 5.0, that is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik 5.0, and apart from this a Heli Seva application was also launched. Correct? So Heli Summit, that is your helicopter and small aircraft summit. This is the 5th edition of this summit, and during this summit this was inaugurated by Jyotiraditya Scindia, and it was in Khajuraho, Madhya Pradesh. Correct? And here only regional connectivity scheme Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik 5.0 and Heli Seva application was launched. Then if we talk about this Udan 5.0, it is for small craft, right? This is for small aircraft, right? And for helicopters has been launched. This Heli Seva application, it is a single window service platform that was launched by, or it was an initiative of Ministry of Civil Aviation under Digital India to develop a common platform for creating an ecosystem between the helicopter operators and the district authorities. Correct? So this is important. Heli Summit 2023 held in Madhya Pradesh, Khajuraho. Next, here you can see Jyotiraditya Scindia inaugurated 5th edition of the Helicopter and Small Aircraft Summit, that is Heli Summit, and where it was inaugurated in Khajuraho, Madhya Pradesh. And here only Heli and Udan 5.0 this was launched. Moving on. Next is Draupadi Murmu, the President of India, is which number of President of India? Right? Important question can definitely be asked. So remember, President Draupadi Murmu, ma'am, she is the 15th President of India. Correct? And recently she has completed 1 year in her office, right? In this position. On this occasion, she laid the foundation stone and inaugurated various projects at Rashtrapati Bhavan, right? So if we start with this, first of all, remember, if we look at some of the background of Draupadi Murmu, ma'am, she was the candidate of Bharatiya Janata Party led NDA and she was sworn in as the 15th President of India, right? Then she became the first person from tribal background and first person from tribal background and second women after Pratibha Patil to hold the office of the president, right? She was elected at the age of 64 and she became the youngest person to hold this position. Also, she was also the first president born in independent India. Correct? The next thing remember, she belonged to Santali tribe. She belonged to Santali tribe, right? And this Santali tribe is in Mayurbhanj district of Odisha. Correct? She was born in 1958. Apart from this fourth point, you remember, she became the first governor of Jharkhand also. First governor of Jharkhand. Correct? Or first women governor, not first governor, first women governor of Jharkhand. So these are the points that you need to remember regarding Draupadi Murmu, ma'am, right? And apart from this, remember one book, she also received the first copy of the book on Ayush Wellness Center, that is Preserving Health, Embracing Traditions, right? Then apart from this, she also laid the foundation stone for the redevelopment of Shiva temple in the president's estate in New Delhi. Correct? Then she also inaugurated Navachra. This is an AI enabled gallery developed by Rashtrapati Bhavan in collaboration with Intel India. Then Sutra Kala Darpan, a textile collection of Rashtrapati Bhavan, was also inaugurated. Janjatiya Darpan, a gallery showcasing the art, culture, and contributions of various tribal communities, was also inaugurated. Right? These are some of the activities that has been taken place, and this is about Draupadi Murmu, ma'am. And one of the important question is that she became the 15th President of India, and she belongs to Santali tribe. Next, she is Draupadi Murmu, ma'am, right? Next, which organization approved the Bank of Israel to join International Committee on Credit Reporting? So it is World Bank, headquarter of which is in Washington DC, right? They issued an official approval for the Bank of Israel to join ICCR, that is your International Committee on Credit Reporting, right? And this ICCR, this is a permanent structure of the World Bank that constitute a unique worldwide committee on credit reporting. Then remember, since November 2022, World Bank has taken an internal step to approve the Bank of Israel membership to ICCR. Voting was held, and after voting, they unanimously decided to approve the Bank of Israel's accession to the member of ICCR. Correct? Then remember, ICCR, it is the only recognized international standard setter and guidelines issuer on credit reporting, which includes representatives of central banks around the world and private financial regulator. It supports a broad forward-looking approach to issue in the world of credit reporting that achieve agreements regarding policy aspects that affects the public interest. So they make basically the policies that will affect the general public interest. If we look at some of the committee responsibilities of ICCR, this is to further develop the international agreed framework in their general principles, identify areas for further considerations, and dedicate resources to the elaboration of papers, reports, guidelines, and other relevant materials. Right? So, World Bank has been inducted or World Bank has recently approved the induction of Bank of Israel to join the ICCR, that is International Committee on Credit Rating Reporting, right? Then if we talk about Israel, where is the headquarter of Bank of Israel? It is in Jerusalem, Israel, and it was established in 1954. Next, next is which state holds the highest debt in India? So remember our data was released recently and it stated that it is Tamil Nadu that is holding the highest number of debt, right? So highest debt is with Tamil Nadu. Apart from this, if we look at Canara Bank leads the public sector banks in lending with 187,813 crore to the public sector undertakings and corporations, right? And remember here, this statement or this information was revealed in a written statement by Nirmala Sitharaman, who is our finance minister. Correct? Out of 12 PSBs, 10 reduced their lending to PSB in fiscal year 23. Only two banks, that is your Canara Bank and Central Bank of India, increased their exposure in fiscal year 23. So coming back, remember Canara Bank has topped the list of the public sector banks with the highest lending of 187,813 crore rupees in the fiscal year 23. Correct. Then Canara's bank lending to state-run PSBs and corporate alone accounted for over 45% of the total lending of all the PSBs. Then apart from this, as just mentioned, it is Tamil Nadu that has the highest outstanding debt in India. Correct? And this debt is at around 7.54 lakh crore rupees. Correct? Next, here you can see it is Canara Bank that is the major lender to the state PSUs and corporation for the fifth year in a row, and it is your Canara Bank and Central Bank of India. They have increased their lending to various organizations, and out of 12 public sector banks, 10 has reduced their lending. Correct? And it is Tamil Nadu that has the highest outstanding debt in India. Moving on, RBI has set restrictions on which bank recently? So, recently remember RBI has put restrictions on National Cooperative Bank, that is your Bengaluru based National Cooperative Bank. Restrictions were put on them. It is one of the oldest bank of Bangalore, right? And here these restrictions were put because of their poor declining financial condition. Poor declining financial conditions. There were some restrictions if we talk about, like the withdrawal limit is capped at 50,000 rupees now per account. RBI has also prohibited the bank from renewing loans, engaging in investment, creating liabilities, processing payments, or accepting any fresh deposit. The imposition of business limit does not lead to the termination of the bank license, but the bank will continue to operate within these limits until its financial status is improved. Correct? Apart from this, remember National Cooperative Bank was also lived with a monetary policy by RBI, right? And the bank charged fixed penalties, right, for customers failing to maintain a minimum balance in their saving bank account also. Correct? So coming back, starting from 24th of July 2023, the business restriction will be in place for a duration of 6 months here on National Cooperative Bank, that is one of the oldest bank of Bengaluru, and these restrictions were put by RBI because of failing of or because of the poor declining financial conditions, right? Then if we talk about this National Cooperative Bank, this bank was founded in 1975 and headquarter is in Bangalore, Karnataka. Who is the chairman right now? H.C. Krishna. Correct? Next. Here you can see RBI imposed business limitations on Bangalore's one of the oldest banks, that is National Cooperative Bank Limited, and this is because of their poor declining financial conditions. And here are some of the restrictions that you can see. Next, next is your Union Bank of India. They have partnered with IBM India to co-create digital business platform. I repeat, it is Union Bank of India, that is one of the leading public sector banks in India. They have partnered with IBM India Private Limited to create the state of the art digital business platform that will focus on omni-channel experiences and data driven hyper personalization and comprehensive financial services for seamless cross selling and upselling. The partnership promotes digital revolution in the banking industry and paves the way for brighter, more convenient future of the banking services. Correct. If we look at some of the features of this omni-channel experience, this will ensure flexibility to the customers to engage with the banks through various channels, including mobile, online, and in branch. Then, this integration of data driven hyper personalization will allow Union Bank of India to serve the unique financial needs of each individual customer. Here, Union Bank of India will support open banking capabilities, allow perfect integration of services across multiple partnerships, and this digital first approach will provide faster and more efficient transactions, contributing to enhanced customer satisfaction. And also, the bank ensures hassle free experience for their customers by making more efficient processes and eliminating the unnecessary paper work. So coming back, it is Union Bank of India. They partnered with IBM India to co-create a digital business platform, that is a omni-channel experience will be provided here. Correct. Next, if we talk about Union Bank of India, who is the current MD and CEO? A. Mani Mekhlai. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1990. And the tagline here is "Good people to bank with." Next, next is related to economy and business. IMF World Economic Outlook was released. So we can ask, the question can be asked, that this World Economic Outlook is released by which organization? It is released by IMF, right? So they have released their World Economic Outlook update, correct? And in this date, they have projected that Indian economy will be growing at 6.1% in the year 2023. So this is the data important that you need to remember, that by what percent was projected by IMF in their World Economic Outlook report. So they projected that India will be growing by 6.1% in the year 2023, which is 0.2% upward revision compared with that of April projection of 5.9%. That means earlier they projected at 5.9%, but now it has been increased by 0.2% to 6.1%. Correct? Take a note of this. This is important. Then, as per the calendar year, India's growth projection are 6.6% for 2023 and 5.8% in 2024, right? And this we are talking with respect to that of projection given by India, right? If we talk about the global scenario, the global growth rate is projected to fall at 3% in both 2023 and even in 2024, correct? And the global headline inflation is projected to fall to 6.8%. This is your global inflation or CPI data that we are talking about. This is for the year 2023, and for the year 2024 the inflation will be around 5.2% globally, correct? And in 2022, if we talk about what was the inflation rate, it was close to 8.7%. So we can see that inflation is going down. Even yesterday there was a news that there is a high chance that the Feds in USA can increase the interest rate by 0.25%, right? And this will be a 22-year high interest rate ever in USA, and it will be close to 5.5%. Now, if there is an increase of 0.25% rate, that is of 25 basis point, correct? So, IMF projected Indian economy to be growing by 6.1% in 2023. Next is your KUSUM, that is Kerala Startup Mission, and your IFSCA. They signed an MOU to support fintech sector and tech fin firms in India. I repeat, it is your KUSUM, that is your Kerala Startup Mission, as well as IFSCA. They signed an MOU here, and this MOU was to help build the fintech and techfin firms through increased capital. This MOU was signed between them in order to bring more and more startups, in order to bring more and more services for the general public. And the MOU seeks input related to the fintech industry and collaborate on global hackathons and education programs. As per the MOU, this Kusum registered fintechs can be found listed on international exchanges within IFSCA to raise capital, and they can also apply to the IFSCA Fintech Initiative Scheme 2022 for grants. Correct? If we talk about this IFSCA, here chairman is Srinivas sir, right? And it was established in 2020. It is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. And K. Rajaraman will be the next chairperson after Injeti Srinivas sir, who was the first chairperson of IFSCA. If we talk about Kusum, this is Kerala Startup Mission and it is Kerala government's nodal agency. It was established in 2006 and it is for entrepreneurship development and incubation activities in the state of Kerala. Right? Next is award and recognition. Mumbai's 169-year-old Baikula railway station won the 2022 UNESCO Asia Pacific Award for Cultural Heritage Conservation. I repeat, which railway station recently got the 2022 UNESCO Asia Pacific Award for the Cultural Heritage Conservation? It is Baikula railway station, that is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. This is 169-year-old railway station, correct? And the recognition comes after 5 years of restoration activities of the railway station that started in 2018. This award was announced in November 2022. Correct? So coming back, this award is for 2022 UNESCO Asia Pacific Award for Cultural Heritage Conservation, and this award was presented to Baikula railway station, that is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next is Odisha's Naveen Patnaik became the second longest serving chief minister in India. This question can also be asked in direct format, that who is the second longest serving chief minister in India? He will be Naveen Patnaik. Right? Now if I ask you who is the longest serving chief minister in India, he is Pawan Kumar Chamlingji. He is the former chief minister of Sikkim, right? And he holds the first position in serving the longest serving as the chief minister of India. Correct? He was chief minister for almost 24 years and 166 days, right? That means from December 12, 1994 till 27th of May 2019, he was the chief minister of Sikkim. Correct? So we can say the former chief minister of Sikkim, Pawan Kumar Chamlingji, he was the longest serving chief minister of India. But now who became the second longest serving chief minister of India? He will be the Odisha's chief minister, Naveen Patnaik. Correct? He has been in this position for 23 years and 139 days. Naveen Patnaik, the 5-time chief minister of Odisha, took charge on 5th of March 2000. Correct? Also remember, Naveen Patnaik is also the third chief minister after Pawan Chamling and Jyoti Basu to win 5 consecutive terms as chief minister. Right? Next is appointments and resignation. Ritesh Chauhan, an IAS, has been given additional charge as the managing director of NAFED. So I repeat, Ritesh Chauhan, a 2005 batch IAS officer of Himachal Pradesh cadre, has been given the additional charge of the post of the managing director of National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited, that is NAFED, and this comes under the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, right? And he is currently serving as CEO, right, of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana and Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture. Correct? He will be posted for a period of 3 months or till the appointment of regular incumbent or until further order. So coming back, Ritesh Chauhan, he will be given the additional charge as the MD of NAFED and currently he is the CEO of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Next is Pixel. Pixel has won the IDEX Prime Space Grant to develop miniaturized multi-payload satellites for IAF, that is Indian Air Force. I repeat, Pixel, this is a Bangalore based Karnataka or Bangalore Karnataka based private space data company that has won a multi-crore grant from Innovations for Defense Excellence that comes under the Ministry of Defense for the Mission Dev Space Challenge under the IDEX Prime Space, and it is to manufacture the miniaturized multi-payload satellites for Indian Air Force, and this was received as a part of the Spark grant, that is support for prototype and research kickstart in defense grants by IDEX. So coming back under IDEX, that is Innovation for Defense Excellence, it is Pixel that won a multi-crore grant from IDEX, correct, and it is for Mission Dev Space Challenge that comes under the IDEX Prime Space, and this is basically to manufacture miniaturized multi-payload satellites for Indian Air Force, correct. If we talk about this mission Dev Space, this was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It was launched during a defense expo, correct. It was launched in October 2022, right, and this was launched with 75 defense space challenges that are relevant to the end user, correct. And this mission aims to encourage technology development in space for defense application by startups and young entrepreneurs, correct. Now what is this Spark grant? Spark grant offers Spark grant offered to selected startups through a IDX, that is, and Defense India Startup Challenge, correct, and it is to provide them grants so that they can work towards research and development in that particular area, right. So coming back, it is Pixel. This is a startup of Bangalore Karnataka based private space data company, and they have won the IDX Prime Space grant to develop miniaturized multi-payload satellites for Indian Air Force. Next is related to sports. Tennis, for if we are talking about specially, India's Sumit Nagpal has won the men's single Tampere Open 2023. So question will be asked that who won the men's single title of the Tampere Open 2023 that was held in Tampere, Finland. So this was won by Sumit Nagpal. Correct? Mark this. And he's an Indian player. Moving on. If we ask Sumit Nagpal, he is 25 years of age and he is from which state? He is from Haryana. Next, his best career ATV men's single ranking is 122. Next is ISSF Junior World Championship 2023 was held and India finished second with 17 medals here. I repeat, India won how many medals? India won a total of 17 medals, out of which 6 were gold, 6 were silver and 5 were bronze, and he secured the second spot in the overall medal tally of the third edition of the International Shooting Sports Federation Junior World Championship, correct. This event was held from 14 to 25th of July, and where was this event held? This was held in South Korea. So what is the rank of India? India stood at second position with a total of 17 medals, correct. The 19-year-old Kamaljeet won 2 golds in the men's 50-meter pistol event and the 50-meter pistol men's team event along with Anket Tomar and Sandeep Bishnoi, correct. Next is obituary. Czech French novelist Milan Kundera has recently passed away, right. I repeat, French writer Milan Kundera recently passed away in Paris, France at the age of 94. Mark this. Then next is Kargil Vijay Divas. When do we observe Kargil Vijay Divas? This day is observed across the globe on 26th of July, correct, and it is to mark India's victory over Pakistan in the Kargil War of 1999. And this day is also observed to pay tribute to the bravery and sacrifice of the Indian soldier during the Kargil War. This is the 24th anniversary of this Kargil Vijay Divas, correct. This operation took place during the war is known as Operation Vijay, right. And what is this Operation Vijay? It was to capture Tiger Hill, correct. And this Tiger Hill was occupied by Pakistani troops along the line of control. So it was the 24th edition of this Kargil Vijay Divas observed in 2023, right. and this year this day is annually observed on 26th of July. Next, Next is International Day for the Conservation of the Mangrove Ecosystem. This day is observed on 26th of July, and it is to create awareness of the significance of the mangrove ecosystem, that is a unique, special and vulnerable ecosystem. This day is also known as the World Mangrove Day, and this year in 2023 it marks the 8th edition or 8th International Day for the Conservation of the Mangrove Ecosystem. That means it was the 8th edition of this day that we observed in July 2023, that is 26th of July. Correct? So the first ever edition of this day was observed in the year 2016, that is 26th of July 2016. Next is state news. Recently, Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palika, this is BBMP, the administrative body of the Great Bengaluru Metropolitan Area and the fourth largest municipal corporation in India, they recently signed an MOU with Canada-based international non-governmental organization, that is World Design Organization, and it is to offer suggestions and guidance on the way to improve the infrastructure of Bangalore, Karnataka. So we can say recently which organization signed or which municipality signed an MOU with World Design Organization to develop the infrastructure of that area. It is the municipality of Bangalore, that is Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palika BBMP. They signed an MOU with WDO, that is World Design Organization, to increase and to develop better infrastructure for Bangalore. Correct? The objective of the pact is to give a new look to the Bangalore city, focusing on areas under the jurisdiction of Bangalore Metropolitan Regional Development Authority. Correct? Important. Take a note. So, BBMP signed an MOU with WDO. Correct? And it is for the infrastructure development. So, these are your current affairs for the day, friends. Now, let's go for a quick revision. Jyotiraditya Scindia inaugurated Heli Summit by launching Udan 2.0 and Heli Seva app. President Draupadi Murmu completed 1 year in office and she is the 15th President of India. She laid foundation stones and inaugurated various projects at Rashtrapati Bhavan. World Bank has approved Bank of Israel's membership to join ICCR. Canara Bank leads PSB in leading with 187,813 crore to state PSUs and corporation, and Tamil Nadu holds the highest debt in according to states. Then RBI has set restrictions on Bengaluru-based National Cooperative Bank. Union Bank of India partners with IBM India to co-create digital business platform. IMF report was released, that is World Economic Outlook for July, that projects Indian economy to grow at 6.1% in 2023. Kusum and IFSCA, they signed an MOU to support fintech and techfin firms. Mumbai's 169-year-old Baikula railway station has won the 2022 UNESCO Asia Pacific Award for Cultural Heritage Conservation. Odisha's Naveen Patnaik has become the second longest serving chief minister in India. Next, Ritesh Chauhan, NIS, has been given the additional charge of MD of NAFED and it is currently for 3 months until further orders are given. Then Pixel has won the IDEX Prime Space Grant to develop miniaturized multi-payload satellites for Indian Air Force. Then if we talk about tennis, India's Sumit Nagpal has won the men's single Tampere Open 2023. ISSF Junior World Championship 2023 was held and India has secured second position in this with a total of 17 medals. Czech-French novelist Milan Kundera has recently passed away. Kargil Vijay Divas is observed on 26th of July. International Day for the Conservation of the Managing of the Mangrove Ecosystem is observed on 26th of July. And BBMP and World Design Organization, they signed an MOU to develop the infrastructure of Bangalore. So these are some important current affairs of the day, friends. Now it's time for your revision part. The first question is, what is the rank of India in the Global Gender Gap Report? Right, this is for the year 2023. First of all, remember this Global Gender Gap Report. This is released by World Economic Forum, right? And the rank of India in this particular index is 127. So option A is right here. Correct? This rank of India is out of 146 nations. correct? And in this index, Iceland has secured the first position, right? Iceland, then it is Norway, Finland, New Zealand, and Sweden in this index. So, rank of India here is 127 out of 146 nations. Next, what is the rank of India in World Competitiveness Index 2023? So, remember this World Competitiveness Index, it is released by IMD, that is your International Institute of Management Development, correct? And this was the 35th edition of this World Competitiveness Index that was recently released in the year 2023. Here, what is the rank of India? So, India ranks at the 40th position in this World Competitiveness Index 2023. Then the country that topped here was Denmark, secured the first position, followed by Ireland on second position and Switzerland on the third position. And after that it is Singapore, Netherlands, and on 40th position it is India. Correct? So rank of India here is 40. Correct? Next, option A is correct here. Second, which institute topped the 8th edition of India rankings prepared by Ministry of Education? So, according to this, which institute topped the 8th edition of the India rankings prepared by the Ministry of Education? So, which is it? It is your IIT Madras, right? Remember, IIT Madras has topped the list for the 5th consecutive time. Right, it is for the 5th consecutive time that IIT Madras has secured the top position. Correct, on the top it was IIT Madras, followed by IISc Bangalore. Correct, and amongst this also remember IIT Delhi is on the 3rd position. This is 2nd position, and IIT Madras on the 1st position. Correct. And if we talk about this, Ministry of Education released this on parameters that are defined by NIRF, that is National Institution Ranking Framework. Correct. And IIT Madras, that is in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, secured the first position for the 5th consecutive time. Next, which institute has topped the QS World University Rankings 2024? It is QS stands for Quackrelli Simons, right? And for the QS World University Rankings 2024, recently it was the 20th edition that was recently released, and it is your IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, or which IIT that has secured the top position here. So which institute has topped the Quackrelli Simon World University ranking? It is MIT that secured the top position here. And if we are talking about Indian institute, it is IIT Bombay that secured the top position in India, and globally it was at 149th position. Correct? And this is among the this is the only institute that is among top 150. Correct? On top it was MIT, followed by Cambridge University on second position and Oxford on the third position. And this we are talking about Quackrelli Simon World University ranking. This is for the year 2024. So these were your revision, friend. Now let's move to the homework section. First, which union ministry launched Yes Tech Manual and Winds portal? Second, national IPR policy is associated with which union ministry? Third, which city hosted the national conference on rural wash partners forum? So these are your 3 homework question, friends, and I want to see maximum participation of students in these homework questions, right? The only reason I'm giving these questions is so that it is a revision part for you, right? So that if you don't know these answers, you go and search them, and it will be beneficial for your knowledge also. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.